Hello guys and girls, thanks for stopping by and welcome to Amnesia The Dark Decent. This is Keeping Gameszone with another review for you. So Amnesia The Dark Decent is a first-person survival horror, a game about immersion, discovery and living through a nightmare, an experience that will chill you to the core. Or we'll see. There's many games I've played that have said that, but they haven't chilled me to the core, but we'll give it a go and we'll see what happens. So, the last remaining memories faded away into darkness. Your mind is a mess, and only a feeling of being hunted remains. You must escape. So, awake. Amnesia The Dark Descent, first-person survival horror, a game about immersion, discovery, and living through a nightmare. An experience that will chill you to the core. You stumble through the narrow corridors as a distant cry is heard. Is it getting closer? Explore. Amnesia The Dark Descent puts you in the shoes of Daniel as he wakes up in a desolate castle, barely remembering anything about his past. Exploring the eerie pathways, you must also take part of Daniel's troubled memories. The horror does not only come from the outside, but from the inside as well. A disturbing odyssey into the dark corners of the human mind awaits. A sound of dragging feet, or is your mind playing tricks on you? So experience. By using a fully physically simulated world, cutting-edge 3D graphics and a dynamic sound system, the game pulls no punches when trying to immerse you. Once the game starts, you will be in control from the beginning to the end. There are no cutscenes or time jumps. Whatever happens will happen to you firsthand. Something emerges out of the darkness. It's approaching fast. So finally, survive. Amnesia The Dark Descent throws you headfirst into a dangerous world where danger can lurk behind every corner. Your only means of defense are hiding, running, or using your wits. Do you have what it takes to survive? Okay, so is it a bit like the concept of Outlast then, I guess, is it? You can't actually attack it, or you don't have any weapons, you can't defend yourself, you just have to run and hide and use your brain to try and figure out a way to get around the enemy in front of you. So looks like it's going to be an interesting one. I've heard a lot about it, haven't really watched any reviews on it, so I wanted to keep it fresh in my mind as a first-hand experience for me. So let's see what we make of it. Amnesia The Dark Descent, everybody. Thank you.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is I am Daniel.
Okay. Guess I'm Daniel. Looks like more like a medieval RPG. Let's have a look. First impressions, the graphics look a bit dated, but mementos be added to your journal. Quick access to your mementos person. Make sure you check these whenever you get stuck. Mementos. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Liquid trail, okay. Get that. Ooh. I guess I have to get matches going. Some sort of medieval castle here. Open this with a... the box, right. And over here, only like one set of candles with one tinderbox. It's a bit limited. Another tinderbox. I have a broom as well. There. Can't seem to get that in there. Moving. Footsteps. What's that, mate? Is he drunk? What's that then? Wall pulsating like that. Oh, got some flows. No? Is there anything with it? aware, when standing in the darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinder boxes or search for other light sources. Okay. Or just get out of the room, maybe? Nice picture. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising page, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Witness unsettling events will reduce your sanity. It can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Oh, got some tinder boxes. Go on, man, pull it together. Oh, it's dark. Guess there's only one way to go. Looks like we might be coming to the end of the trail. There's a very strange noise that's going on in this castle. Picked up the lantern. If you picked up the lantern with filled with oil, it can be turned on by pressing X or selecting it in the inventory. Okay. Have a look then. How much oil have I got in here? An earthquake. Who's that? Found it.
August 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing.
Cool.
A
Sounds
shadow
easy.
is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Your former self. Note to myself from my former self. Okay. So is that noise then that's been shaking the castle? Oh, it's a secret passage. Let's go through the secret passage and see where it takes us. We have to head to the inner sanctum. A fragrant taste of the rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Hold, run, hold, down.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Okay. Oh, what's down here? Oh, we have some nice bugs. I like bugs. Look like big cockroaches. Oh! Can't get through there. Who's up there? What's up here? Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be punished. The archives. Library, rare books.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Oh, the letter. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. His contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian Royal Court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Gerek. Sounds cool. Study. That.
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
My oil lamp has just run out. There's some harpsichord music playing somewhere. Ah. In here? This is where I came in, wasn't it? I think. Yeah. Aha. Floor plans.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Someone playing on that damn piano again. Right. Tabulae. Borussia. Central Prussia. There's some rocks. It's pulled into the ceiling.
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Huh. Collapsed. A lamp doesn't stay lit for long, does it? Look at the history, there was locked to another end. Okay. You get up there? Yeah.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Alstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbour castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travellers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motives that keep reappearing. Get out of here then. Oh, we got two books to press, have I? And that one. Move that out of the way. See a key there on the table. Okay, regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would be in a sense solve both my problems. The wine cellar key. Don't like the sound of that. Wine cellar key, right, okay. What was that? Oh, that's blocked there, look. We're going back. Just have another look through here a second. don't think there's anything else around here. I think I do need to go back. Back down here. The hell? To jump over this shit? Ooh, the laboratory. That sounds good. Let's go into the laboratory with the crazy professor. Oh. Like that. That lamp oil doesn't last long, does it? Can't open them? No.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part Aquaforce.
Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can. Move them to the wine cellar. Third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compound lacks the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given and the cuprid binds them. Well, this time I'll attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with great care. Won't be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that we'll find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Alright. So do I need to burn through that grate then, do I? This is highly acidic, so what is it? Close calamine orpiment are given and the cupid binds them. Oh well, this time I'll attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis. Calamine, orpiment, cupid. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life altogether, I know I'm better than the others. I wait for them. They lust for power without restraint, while I only crave fair judgment and safe return. Hey, what is that? Not all it does. All this stuff here then. Interesting. Nope. Mixtures, right, okay. This is a what? Bunsen burner. 4 different chemicals are needed to continue. Yeah. Where do I go from here? These? No? I think it's these then, is it? I think I have to maybe come back here.
Is anyone there?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Fair enough. There's near. Stay outside and hide in the darkness. Make sure to turn off your lantern. Why are you at an angle? it. Up you get. No. Locked in, are we? Okay, pull it out of the way. Oh, very good. Oh, that's in the way. Oi! Get down! What there? Did someone explode?
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
It did. Yeah.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Hey, someone exploded. What a bloody mess. Oh, we have a note. Right. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm, House of Gericht. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the Castle Brennenburg as most of the aristocracy. I was curious about what this supposed Knight of the Order would want from me. I accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, not the honours I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I brought men, women and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming and skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my inside revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. That's it. So I've got the aqua veg here. I think I've got a couple of the. I have a couple of them now, don't I? I think I'm going to get about 4 chemicals altogether. Let's fill this up again. A few drops of oil, so that barrel's empty now. Okay. It became possible to avoid the commotion in the streets. Begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on the 2 young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in the haze of gun smoke. Oh, we got all this red shit. Oh, which I don't think you can touch. Still blocked. Yeah. Oh. I don't think there's anything in the archives. Down here then. Ah. Can't be torn by hands or tools. Need some sort of acid then. That chemical I guess I'm gonna make. Maybe. The archives are there. We got great element. There is maybe I need to go back to that room now with the chemicals. Where was it? Oop. No, that's the archives again. Can't get through there. Oop. Maybe I need to go back to the laboratory again, is it? Where was the laboratory? That's the wine cellar. I think this is the laboratory up here. I'm gonna jump over all this crap. Ooh. During 3 days in Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached British territory, it was just a matter of reserving a cabin on SS Hortensia, headed for London. Right. Over here. Right. What the hell was that? Right. No object to use item on. Wait. So isn't that... Ah, right, now the burners are on. What are we doing here then? Ah, right, okay. Ooh, something's going on. What is that? Pot of acid! Excellent! I can go and burn through this shit. Can't burn through that, I don't think, but there's barriers blocking the path, maybe. Hopefully, let's go and get burning. Something just collapsed in here. You blocked me in, you bastard. Oh no, hold on. Is that why I came up? Yeah. So I'm now blocked in this room, am I? Oh, great. Ugh. So I gotta maybe use these. Oh. Did I get back up there, have I? Why is there a baby crying? Pick these up. Yeah. Cart the barrels over here as well, maybe? Oh. Oh, my bloody lantern's gone out again. Right. Maybe like a sort of a... Oh! Where you at? don't know. They're gonna work. Oh, bloody hell. Maybe a bit nearer. Aha. Right. Of course I've got no bloody matches. Right. Really want to be going down there again. Christ. Oh, what's this down here? Another wine cellar. No. Christ, look at all this bloody crap here. Have to use this. Oh. No? Okay. How do you use it then? Okay. It's empty again now. Haven't got any more haven't got any more oil. He sat down by the Caspar wall gate, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead onto the sand-veiled ground.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have any lamp oil, so I can't light the lamp. Ah, lamp oil. Thank you.
Of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Pull it together, man. Just a little bit of darkness, for God's sake. Aha. Back door. Something there blocking it. Let me pull it out. Aha. Right. Cellar archives. Crashed through the surface, the dark Atlantic waters smothered him as he struggled to make sense of the situation. Yeah, keep out of the water. I'll try. Right, so where now? Body parts. Where is he? That hollow needle. And what exactly are we going to do with the hollow needle? Right. Locked with a simple lock. Right. Did that do it? Aha! Something large brushed against his leg and he felt himself being dragged along by the current of the beast. pushed himself above the surface. Help, he cried, as the ocean swallowed him again. Alright. Not too sure what happened with it after I got killed. It didn't seem to come back. I guess I'm going to see it again. Nope. Well, open the door. There we go. He felt himself being hoisted out of the ocean. The lacquered hull of SS Hortensia glittered in the soothing yellow light. Alright, well that was fun. Hope I don't have to go down there again. Oh. What do we have to do here then? This maybe? No? No. Guest room. Study. Storage. Let's have a look at the storage. Herbert's truck was wrapped in rope. The lock had been broken by thieves, he assumed. He wondered if anything had been gone missing. Right.
Let me go! I won't tell anyone, I swear! I just want to go home! No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Machine parts. Guarding explosive mixture. Alexander, I've prepared the explosives you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I've arranged 2 large vats in the next room with ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you are ready to go. Agrippa. Okay.
Getting closer somehow.
Any lamp oil? No. Drill parts. Getting all these drill parts. It's the way in, I think, isn't it? A maze here, you're trying to forget where you've been and where you gotta go. easy to get lost here. We're gonna get an explosive mixture to blow my way through that, I guess. Right. What's that noise? Is this another dream? He thought and screamed at the top of his lungs.
An ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Okay, guess I have to come back here. Let's have a look in the study. He returned the teacup to the saucer and picked up the orb as one would an apple and pondered on the strange happenings. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my trusted students and friend Johann Weyer, the most remarkable thing happened as I was travelling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20 odd years. It is inexplicable as the Helidromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was told about an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its colour washed whilst rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I would verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life. It's also become my greatest fear as I entered the underground chamber. I could feel that I was trespassing because of my curiosity. I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but unfortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colours of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal. God. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. It certainly must sound strange, but I've been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardian had taken it all from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It's been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realised I owed you the truth about my visit to Alstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. You're a Roman general, isn't he? I think. If there's anything else in there. Nice. Animal experiment. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It's difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. The dog's head.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Is this your handiwork too? That's the cupboard drawer full of bones. Oh. Anything else hidden in there? Amongst the skulls? No. Huh. His face has changed when I walked in. Anatomy Frontiers, 1658, January the 9th. Further disappointment. Antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain, since my research has been made in my particular interest. I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. Okay. More blockages. What's that? Jump there? Great. But one of Leonardo da Vinci's drawings. Emergency deaccelerator. Oh. Why is it gone like that? Oh, what's this? When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. What is this? Chamber controller. Yeah, that looks interesting. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Just the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions. 4-phase amplitude. Complete steam flow cycle. Note the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Sounds complicated. Let's light a candle for him, otherwise he's gonna panic. Great. What's this? Do I have to go over here? No? I think just back to normal now. Look. Yeah. What's that? Psychic rod.
Darkness closing in. Missed that before. What's in here then? The guest room. Climbed out of bed and looked out the window. It was completely dark. He waited, glanced at the old clock and waited some more. 4 o'clock, he thought. It's enough. My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal? of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
pry bar. Crowbar, thank you very much. That might come in handy.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
The mystery deepens.
Daniel,
What?
still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
See it down there? Oh, you pressed the crowbar.
The key. Please, let it be here.
Was he used this crowbar, wouldn't it? So, use that again.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Gone. Yeah. Guess so.
4 4th of July, 1839. It's done! The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
Indeed it is. What have I got? I've got key to the machine room, lamp oil, drill, cycle rod, hollow needle. Where are we gonna go next? Quite a big place, it's so difficult to know where you gotta go or remember where you gotta go. Take the next part. What to do with it?
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
That's the machine. Right.
July 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Oh, and another note. Machine equipment memo. Now that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery, make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. Alright, okay. I think I have to use that. I think I've got to find some more, obviously. I've only got one. Like that. And that.
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Right. Cogwheels. Like these cogwheels. Uh-huh. Bloody lantern.